Good morning, gangs. Good morning, my people. Haven't you heard already that Donald Trump, aka Donald Trump, have been found guilty of 34 counts of felony for magouille? Pour magouille, racketeur. Yeah, he falsifying business record to show that he's richer than he actually is, to make more profit than he would actually make if he were to report his papers the right way. A New York jury of 7 unanimously found the man, the ex-president of the United States, guilty of 34 felonies. That's a great victory, man. You understand what I'm saying? That's a victory for democracy. That's a victory for the USA, man. Because that man, Donald Trump, he's so problematic. He's divisive. He's bad. Really bad for the country. Look at the people that follow this man. Mostly the racist people that I want to say that have nothing to lose, because they think this guy he's their god. You know, he can, change things instantly for them. But this guy, he's a crook. He's bad. He's been doing that for so long. He's been scamming people for so long. Finally, somebody stood up to that coward. That man in New York, that prosecutor, Alvin Braggs, is an American hero to took that case and actually get a conviction on that man. That man was ridiculous. That man has been bad. He's been ridicule our justice system. He's been bamboozled, playing game with the justice system. He has a big mouth. That's all he has, a big mouth. He like to talk crap. He like to talk doo-doo. He for that guy Donald Trump, if he can get it his way, it's no good. If he can get it his way, it's not fair. It's not justice. For the justice system to be fair, is to let him go wild, crazy, do whatever he want, scam people, do whatever he want, and then just leave him alone. But the law can press, can suppress, can do anything else, can convict, can put to prison for 300 years. Whoever else done something wrong. But Donald Trump has never done anything wrong. But what I'm telling you, America, what I feel like, man, this guilty verdict is more like symbolic to me. Because I'm telling you, man, this man probably not gonna even get a day in jail. And then he's gonna run for president. And then I'm telling you, if you don't vote this November against him, he's gonna win with that 34 felonies. And that's gonna be a big shame on the American people, on the America. That's gonna show the character of this country, how divisive, how bad, how hateful that we are. 34 felony. According to the laws, that man should automatically be disqualified. Can't vote, can't carry weapon. None of that. That's what would have happened for any other ordinary citizens in this nation. But you know what? Right now, the Supreme Court is filled of Donald Trump little dogs, that will do whatever to dig him out of trouble. That will do whatever. He knew what he was doing. I'm not gonna say that man is smart. He's a crook. He knows what he's doing. So he filled the Supreme Court with crook, a bunch of crooks like himself. So now when he get in trouble, those crooks will vote for him, will get him out of trouble. He filled the lower court with crooks. That's what he's doing. And I'm telling you, the best verdict that's gonna come to get that man out of our politics, out of our news, completely put him somewhere in a little corner, forget about him. It asks the voters. You know what I mean? We need to get to the poll in November and vote for Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and keep this country going forward. So that wasn't my print this morning, but you know, I'm gonna talk a little bit about inflation. Inflation, man. So many people don't understand what inflation means. They just hear some other people talking about inflation, and then they talk about inflation. Inflation is high. Inflation is this. Inflation is an ongoing thing. If you know what I mean. Inflation never stop. There's always inflation. You know, there might be certain time during, you know, the course of the year, inflation might be higher than it was the prior year or the prior administration, but there's always inflation going. So what is inflation, people? Inflation is when demand, I'm talking about goods for consumer good. Inflation is when demand is higher than actually production. So to keep the market balanced, the people that are selling the stuff, they raise their prices, they pass it down to you, me, consumer, so they can, you know, kind of slow the process of buying, and so there can always be stuff on the market for people to buy. So, you know, that's greed. The rich people are so greedy. They're the one that making that inflation, people, not the president, not those people that you are elected, because those people are puppets. I'm telling you, politicians mostly are puppets. The rich people, business people are running society. They're running our politics, and it has been that way for so long. So they raise the price, they pass it down to us, and then now we're blaming the president. Oh, he's bad, he's bad. You know, inflation is high. I can't eat, I can't pay my bills. Blah 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 blah. But you know, that's a lie. Look at the businessmen. You know, you guys were asking for $15 an hour minimum wage. Now you get it. So guess what happened? The burger that you were paying 99 cents for when you were making $7 an hour, now you're making 15. Guess how much that burger gonna be? That burger gonna be $5, because the man is in business to make money. He has to make money. So he's giving you $15 an hour, and you have to pay $5 for a burger. So let's go to your apartment, to your home. So that lumber company now paying you $20, $17, $18, $19 an hour. They're selling you lumber, they're selling you stuff for your home. So guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna raise their price up so they can make their money. And then guess what? We will always play like a catch-up game. You know, we're gonna raise the minimum wage to like $300 an hour, and then guess how much a burger gonna be? $150. So inflation is an ongoing thing. Inflation is when the job that you're holding actually cannot keep up with the way of living, with the way society is going. Like your home is rent is so high, mortgage rate is so high, and you know, and they give you a couple quarter more or $1 more, and then guess what? They go around and they hijack the rate, the price says however they want to do it. And these are like kicking the can down the road. These are not actual fixing. The actual fixing when demand, when consumer good is low, is to actually produce more stuff. You know what's been happening in this country? Have you ever heard of the term where the people took all the businesses that were in the United States, and they sent them to China, they sent them to Mexico, wherever, because they were looking for lower prices. So now, that's when things has been going so badly, because ever since they take all those jobs from here, from the United States, and send them over there, and things have been going bad. And then China is a very bad country. China is not our friends, you know. They want to hurt our economy. Guess what they're going to do? They're going to slow production. Now, we have our car industry, electrical car industry. So we have that chip industry. I mean, we invented those chips here in the United States. But now, I'm telling you, I bet you go anywhere in the United States, try to find a company that making those chips. That's probably only one. There's one I heard about. It's in Texas. It's a very brand new company because he wasn't there. That's when Joe Biden actually came to power, and they were trying to get chips to get things going. That's when they bring that company back to Texas, so they can have actually a chip company here in the United States. But China is way ahead of us right now in the chip industry. And I'm telling you, we, American United States, invented chips. So right now, we're playing catch up to China. Because why? Greed. Those rich people, they're greedy. They're never satisfied. The more they get, they want to get more. They even want to get your $15 an hour that they're giving you. If they could, they would not even give it to you. They would just enslave you and make you work for free. Because that's how much they are greedy. But I'm telling you, I see danger coming for the United States. If you don't get out in the poll in November and vote against that Donald Trump guy, man, that crook. Because this is the only verdict. This is the real verdict that's gonna really mean a lot. Because this verdict in New York, it's more like symbolic to me. It's more like symbolic, man. I'm telling you, this man probably just gonna get like a slap over his hand, slap on the finger, probation, and then he's gonna be running out of the country with his lousy mouth. He'll be talking crap. I mean, belittling the justice system, talking a bunch of garbage about the justice system. Like, he's the good guy. He's doing the right thing. They're just persecuting him because he's running. No, you are a freaking crook. You are a effing crook. You are bad. You're scamming people. That's why the law is persecuting you. Because if it was any other citizens in this nation, that would be the same thing the law would have done. And I'm telling you, that ordinary citizen would have been sitting in prison for 20, 15, even 40, 50 years for those 34 felonies. But since you are a high profile, effing, fucking, whatever you are, since you are a high profile person, you hold the office, you telling that you got money, but you scamming people. You just gonna get probation, and then those little dogs that you put in the Supreme Court probably will just do whatever you want. That man Ivan Bragg is a model. Is a model what a lawyer should be. Integrity, character, a man with bravery that can stand in front of a crook, in front of a bully, and say, you're not gonna keep doing that to us. You're not gonna keep doing that to society. I'm gonna stop you. But the other lawyers that he used, I mean, thanks to Michael Cohen, his testimony. But those guys, they were more like the same as Donald Trump. He used them. He turned them to crooks to get his way. And then, guess what? He threw them under the bus because they were dumb, stupid lawyers, greedy, running after money. And they had no integrity. And then now since they lost their credential to be lawyers, they serve time in prison. And then now they're crying fast. They try to be against that guy. But it's a good thing, they stood up and actually tell the truth. But before, when things were good, when they were scamming people, when they were lying to the justice system, when they were lying to society, and they were getting big checks coming in and out, They were partying in the Bahamas, everywhere. But now, get in the poll. Vote in November. 34 felonies. That man should not even be running anywhere again in our society as a candidate. He should be automatically disqualified by the law. But you know, the best verdict, I'm telling you, that's gonna be, it's gonna be November, when the citizens of this nation, the voters, young people, stop that nonsense. Stop. Your vote matters. Stop telling, if I vote, it's not gonna change anything. This is stupid. Get out there and vote. If you're turning 18, get out there and vote. If you can vote, get out there and vote. Your vote matters. Every single vote matters. I'm telling you, if you don't vote, you are responsible for the messed up thing that's gonna come to this society. You know, I heard so many of you talking about we're gonna take arms, we're gonna fight, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, and then do so. It's like when you take arm, people just gonna cross their arms, they're gonna look at you. You take arm, people gonna take arm against you. You're not the only one that can kill, that can do that, you know. No, let's get together and move our nation forward and stop letting that crook, that bad man, that bad apple, Donald Trump, try to spread division in our nation, try to tear up our nation. You know, he's the only one that is good in society. He's the best one. He never done anything wrong. You know, that man has been scamming society for so long. Donald Trump University, bank rob. Trump ally, bank rob. Trump University scams students with bad student loans. And the justice system even had a case against that university because they were doing bad business. They were scamming young people. And then all those things, he's been getting away with them. Nobody ever said anything because what? He was the apprentice guy. He was rich. You know, he's a cheater. He's been cheating on his wife with porn stars, with prostitutes everywhere. But you know, to you, he's Jesus Christ. He's God. He's the best Christian. This man is a cheater. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not envy somebody else's wife. You know, that man been all over somebody else's woman in bed, talking crap. You know, I can get to Main Street and grab a woman pussy. Nothing gonna happen to me. But guess what? This is proof that the law is working. Convicted felon of 34 felonies. You cannot be walking on Main Street in New York and grab somebody pussy. You're gonna get convicted. That's right. And that's what I'm telling you, society. In November the 3rd, however, whenever the date that's gonna be for us to go vote. Get out there and vote. Age is a number. Donald Trump is old and demented. He's 77. Joe Biden is let's say, okay, he's old. He's 81, but he's a smart guy. He's been in politics forever. He has the know-how. He knows how to bring people together. Trump is crazy. He just want to hide behind the presidency so he doesn't pay for whatever he's done to society. Don't you dare let that man do that to our society. You know, have some integrity, have some character. I'm here. I'm gonna be here looking at you, at the society, what you gonna do. How low is your freaking integrity if you're not gonna vote against that effing stupido, dumb guy, felon, 34 felonies in November. May God bless you. Until next time, man. I'm gonna play basketball. Don't mind about me. Goodbye.